Do you know what's mind blowing? Is when I see black people trying to negotiate with America. It is almost comical because the reason why I'm saying this is because you cannot negotiate with the devil. Now, I don't believe that people are actual devils, but I do believe that they can be led by the devil. So, like I say, this country has been known for doing nothing but dominating, executing, murdering, and dismantling. The whole history of America has been known for this. And you want to go negotiate with them. That is almost laughable. And people ask me, why don't you bend a little bit, compromise a little bit, try to get along a little bit, look at different options and different theologies and way of coming about trying to get your message across. Why don't you sit at the table with America and see what you can work out? Now, look how long we've been sitting at the table with this country trying to negotiate a better life for us. And look what it has got us so far. Look what it got us so far. Not very far at all. But these intellectual, intelligent, educated black people will tell you to sit at the table and compromise with a country that is an empty vessel of truth. There is no truth in this country. Even the Holy Book says there is no truth in him. There is no truth in the devil. So how are you going to negotiate with someone that has 0.0 truth? It is impossible to negotiate with this country. Because even when you're negotiating, they're plotting on how they're going to come out on top after the negotiations are over. Even when we had sit down at the table and tried with our best ability, sincerely, we still came out with the short end of the stick. And that's just the way it's going to be. Because you cannot negotiate with the devil. Because there is no truth in him. So when I see people constantly trying to negotiate with this country and trying to sit at the table and compromise and let's come up with this comprehension program and let's do this and let's give them some more Section A and let's give them some more low housing and let's give them some more reasons to rely on the same people that don't give two craps about you is insanity. You have to be insane to put your livelihood in the hands of the people that don't like you. That is crazy if you ask me. So why are we sitting at the table trying to negotiate with this country when there's no truth in them? It is a waste of time. But you have black people argue because they like to argue with each other, which we should never do that. We should be trying to come together and figure out a way because we have to take care of each other. Because you gotta understand, you cannot negotiate with a devil. You'd be better off negotiating with each other, coming together with each other and then solving our problems ourselves. And figuring out how we've been fooled and bamboozled and snared. That's what we should be doing. Trying to figure out how we're being caught up, how we're being snared, and fix that snare. That's what we should be focusing on. Going back and finding a way to fix the snares that they have put in front of us. I would rather spend more time doing that than spend my time negotiating at the table with someone that don't have no truth in them. There's no way you can do it. You just can't negotiate with the devil because the devil has no truth in him. So how are you going to negotiate with anybody that don't have truth in them? Just like when we're having debates with these people that get on our channels, and they come up with every other reason but to admit their wrongs because there's no truth in them. You cannot negotiate with a person that don't have truth in them. Black people, we are like positive and negative. We're positive, they're negative. Have you ever taken a battery and just for fun sparked the positive and negative together? What did you get? You got a spark. You know why? Because they don't belong together. That's why it's a spark. You know why oil and water don't mix? Because they don't belong together. That's why. And that's why we don't mix with them, because we're positive, they're negative. And the only thing we're going to get is a spark. And that's it. That's why I say any black person on here preaching, let's negotiate, I don't want to talk to you. Any organization that is preaching, let's negotiate, I don't mess with you. Because common sense tell me that you cannot negotiate with the devil. So I'm not going to go down that road with you guys. Any person, I don't care who you are, senator, representative, or whoever you are, anybody that's talking about sitting at the table with these people and negotiating, I don't want to hear you. How many years have we wasted sitting at the table and negotiating with these people, and look at the state of black America? So I don't understand why black people keep running to the table trying to negotiate with these people, when I keep trying to tell you, you cannot negotiate with the devil because there's no truth in them. You're wasting your time, and I'm sorry, I just don't have the time to waste. So tell me what you feel. Do you believe you can negotiate with anyone or any people that don't have no truth in them? You let me know. Like, subscribe. One love.